Well, good morning. Welcome to another 10 with Tom. Today, it's moving day. No, we're not moving to a church, to a home, or anything like that. We're off to Charlotte, North Carolina. I've got Miss Sherry and Ryan going with us today, along with 5 others, and we'll be working at the Operation Christmas Child Processing Center in Charlotte. And we'll be doing that today, tomorrow, and Thursday, and then heading home on Friday. So we'd really appreciate if you guys would be praying for us while we're gone, for safe travels, for the opportunity to serve in an incredible way while we are in Charlotte. And hopefully you guys can be joining us in years to come, because this is something that I've had the joy of doing now for 25 years. And it's just an incredible experience, and I hope you all get to do it at least once. So make plans next year to join us sometime in late November, early December, and let's do Operation Christmas Child together. But today, I want to talk about how success requires perseverance. Now, I don't know about all of you, but when I was in high school, grades weren't easy, but I didn't have to work real hard. I didn't have to do a lot of homework. Stuff came pretty naturally, and I wasn't motivated to get straight A's or anything like that. Just wanted to succeed enough to keep eligible to be involved in school activities and sports and do all those things. But I never really had to work too hard. I was one of those who was able to wait till the last minute to do a lot of things. I was a procrastinator, all those bad habits you hear about. But life went on pretty well. And then I got to college, and I realized that I wasn't in high school anymore. Now it became tough. My first semester, I almost flunked out of the University of Pittsburgh, just because I didn't know how to study. I got a little bit better. I went through the all-night plan, where you stayed up all night before tests and exams, and burned the candle at both ends. Wore me down, but I was making some strides. And then my sophomore year, I rolled an ankle and had to spend the last 6 weeks of the semester on crutches. And that's when I learned to study. And so what it taught me was, because I had nothing else to do, I would go to class, go to meals, and go to the library and study. That's all I could do. And that constant repetition and studying turned my grades from very average to becoming a Dean's List student for the rest of my career at the university. And because of that, it taught me so much about perseverance, staying with it, and doing the little things. Okay? If you pursue your passion, if you're going to succeed in making that happen in your life, it requires perseverance. And so I want to encourage you, whatever your passion is, begin now to work on the little details, to go through it each day, and what am I doing today that's going to help me to get where I am? What am I going to do today that's going to allow me to succeed in the future? And maybe that means playing one less video game. Maybe that means reading one less chapter in a book. Maybe it means, instead of putting our feet up and watching one more episode of something on Netflix, we get out and we do something. I've got a lot of friends who are getting to the age where our health becomes a concern, and maybe instead of eating that extra cookie or that extra donut, it means getting up 15 or 20 minutes earlier and getting out and doing something in the morning before we go to work. Whatever it is, begin to pursue it, to work hard at it, and to become persistent. Okay? It's that persistence that's going to help carry us through. All right? The Bible tells us in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1, "Let us run with perseverance the race that is marked out for us." Now, if you talk to any runner, running the race isn't easy. And I watched the state cross country meet a couple of weeks ago, and a couple of students that we know very well, Riley Barber, Stephen Cartwright, were both participating in the state championships. Both did very well for their teams, St. Augustine and Nice. But while their runs were less than 20 minutes, it took months, even years of preparation to get them to that point. Doing the runs when nobody was watching, when nobody was cheering, putting in the miles over and over and over again, the discipline that goes with that. It's that persistence that has brought them success. That's true of any athlete. That's true of anybody who is succeeding in what they do. They just don't snap their fingers and it happens, but they work extremely hard at it. Now, there are some tips that we can use toward developing that perseverance that leads to success. Number one, if we have a life goal, if we know a direction we want to go, and that goal can change as we go throughout life, but whatever your goal is, begin to create a step-by-step plan. What am I going to do? How am I going to do it? So that we can begin to check off those things as we begin moving forward. It helps keep us on the right path. Secondly, realistically, identify some potential obstacles that may be in our path. Things that we're going to have to work through on the way to our goal. And once we know what those obstacles are, then seek help, support, advice from people who can help us navigate those obstacles. Okay? They can help push us through those challenges. Somebody who can coach us, can mentor us as we move forward. Also, recognize that there will always be people who will say, you can't do it. You're never going to make it. They will try to drag you down. They will try and halt your progress. It's just too lofty a goal. Those are the people that have not succeeded, who aren't going to succeed. Don't let them get in your way. All right? Don't let their negativity keep you from being all that God has designed you to be and help you accomplish all that God has for you to accomplish. God's given you abilities and passions. Follow those and don't be thrown off. Next, understand that there are many fun distractions in life. Yeah, you heard that right. Fun distractions. Okay? Social media is a fun distraction. Very little of what we do on social media is a necessity. But we enjoy it. We enjoy connecting with others. We enjoy seeing what's going on. We enjoy laughing. All right? That's all good stuff. All right? But it's a distraction. Parties can be a distraction from the everyday. All right? Television, Netflix, whatever it might be. Those can all be distractions keeping us from what we like to do. For me, sports is a fun distraction. So many times I find myself just on a Saturday watching football game after football game after football game after football game from noon until 1 in the morning. Do those football games do anything for my life? No, they're just a fun distraction. But if I waste days, it's taking me way off course. Okay? So, you will get more great satisfaction out of achieving your goals than you will get from all those fun distractions. All right? So don't let them pull you off course. Let them be just a short distraction. Keep moving forward. All right? Finally, don't compare yourself to others. Focus on your strengths and develop a determined mindset. You know, when we focus on others and see what they're doing, and we try and be like them, and we don't meet the benchmarks that they met along the way, we begin to think we're a failure. God hasn't called you to be anybody else. God has called you to be you. You know, not every basketball player can be LeBron James. In fact, none of them can. There is only one LeBron James. But there are an awful lot of other great basketball players who have made a name for themselves, that are helping their teams move forward and achieve incredible victories. All right? Not because they're LeBron James, but because they're who God designed them to be. All right? Focus on your talents. Focus on your abilities and what God has for you. And as you keep doing that, as you keep persevering in that, you're going to see some amazing things happen. You know, as we go to work with Operation Christmas Child, either this year or next year, Operation Christmas Child will reach their 200 millionth child. That didn't happen overnight. It happened because of one person's vision to help children in Bosnia. The vision grew. It was passed on to others. God took it and just spread it all over the place. 200 million children being touched because somebody persevered until they succeeded. So, you guys have a great day, have a great week, and look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday. There is Refresh tomorrow night. I won't be there because I'm going to be in Charlotte, but you're in capable hands with Pastor Clint and Will, and so I hope you guys will be there, and have a wonderful week, and we will see you on Sunday. I love you guys. Take care now. Bye-bye.